season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards, the final tally.
They go to the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in the block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Second and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. .5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Hands it off out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now? Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
fielded just outside the goal line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And normally in this spot, we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time, it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On third down, Samuels. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And it's Washington out to an early lead.
We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Samuels got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a 1st down. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
The Lions at 9-1 on the year. And they've had a long few days already as they were in London last week, back in the States, and on the road this week.
And then they had some travel troubles coming back from London. But since they came back with a win, they were able to shake those off. Now they want to continue to try and build off of that victory and continue the momentum they gained across the pond.
Now a play fake here on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Operating from the gun, Samuels. And the pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Looking to throw. Samuels. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Samuels. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a second down and 6.
Operating from the gun, Samuels. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Got to give their offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator because right on the heels of the sack on second down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a first down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
To throw on second down, Samuels. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Intercepted by the Lions.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Samuels.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
So out now come the Lions.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here. A long way to go.
10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Looking to throw. Samuels. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are. This team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Jones. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. So here are the Lions to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Samuels. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain, and the Lions are going to have a first.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back, not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
On 1st down, Samuels. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Samuels. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second and 9 now. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
It's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 42. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another first down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
It's now 3rd and 5.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there as time expires in the first half.
And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We get things started in the Midwest. Green Bay heading south to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front. Jamar Chase, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there we say, so long, America. Hello, England. As we head over the Atlantic to check out the action in London. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins trying to hold on and claim victory. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense what we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Samuels And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Lions offense set to take over. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st and 10, Samuels firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Samuels. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive.
I just don't expect him to try and take huge gambles to make up that.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Following the fumble recovery, Samuels. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but two Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Hey, you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you...
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? Two hands, and in this case, we just saw it with one hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Let's face it, the focus is going to be at the end of this play on the big-time gain, right? He lined up on the left and worked his way all the way to the right before the perfect pass found him. But how about the offensive line and the protection to give him enough time to work his way all the way across the field?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Samuels. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Throwing on 1st down. Samuels. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And Brooklyn 1st down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now they'll run on the draw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Samuels. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Looking to throw. Samuels, and that is incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
second and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical. You figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Back to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Complete to number 28. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Back to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jones on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Lions will take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Samuels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, Samuels. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work down inside the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
He's going to keep this again.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Lions on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Samuels. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to use it. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Room here to run. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 2nd and 6. Over the middle, it's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. 2nd and 8.
To number 28. Out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
111 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles. But in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for our visitors, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12.